and today I'm making a video about what I take to Spain when I pack. Okay, so in case you've never seen me before, like I said, my name is Carly and I make videos about working online and offline and living and working abroad. I specifically live in Spain, but be sure to check out my channel, look at my videos, and subscribe if you're interested in any of those things. Okay, so first of all, let me just say that I've been living in Spain for, oh my goodness, 5 years. I have lived in Spain 5 years. This is my 6th year. Cannot believe it. I originally came to Spain just for 1 year. When I think about the first time I came to Spain, I was like so scared. I did not know what I was doing at all. And I packed two 50-pound suitcases, kind of like this blue suitcase here, big, plus my carry-on bags. I mean, I thought I knew what I was doing. I had my little storage bags. Waste, okay? So I'm making this video to kind of help people get better ideas about what to pack. So I started this video while I was in America, but I ran out of time. I just got back to Spain. I've literally only been here one day, but I'm gonna go ahead and make this video while it's still fresh in my mind. Okay, so first of all, let's look at all the stuff I had. I am about to start packing. Oh my gosh, this is not even everything. As you can see, I have a ton of stuff because I pretty much have two of everything. One thing that stays in America and one thing that stays in Spain. Sometimes I get confused and I bring things from Spain to America. I also end up buying a lot of things while I'm in America. So just remember that you have a weight limit. It might be a 150-pound bag or two 50-pound bags, but regardless, even if you have the best organizers in the world and you manage to fit everything you want in the suitcase, remember that your weight does matter. So the most important thing to me, of course, is food. I love food. So I'm gonna show you the foods that I bring to Spain because for sure I either can't find them in Spain, they cost way more, or it's just better to get that particular brand in America, where I'm from. Okay, so here are some of the foods that I like to bring from America to Spain. I love brownies, and this is my favorite brand. They do sell it in Spain at these specialty stores called Taste of America, but the price is so inflated that for me, it's okay to bring in my bag. The boxes weigh a pound each, but it's totally worth it for me. Like many Americans, I love peanut butter, and they do sell peanut butter in Spain, but not the same type like us. Normally, it's the natural kind. Also, the peanut butter powder is harder to come by, and especially not this brand. Another thing you definitely want to bring to Spain are spices. Spanish people do not use the same spices like Americans. So if you have any special spices that you like to use for cooking, I highly suggest that you bring them over. They won't actually weigh that much and you'll be happy whenever you're trying to do your cooking. It's going to make things a lot easier for you. Spanish people also do not really like spicy things, so you will not find hot Cheetos. I've never seen hot Cheetos in Spain, so I always bring my own. In fact, this year I'm going to be a little healthier and bring some baked ones as well. Another thing is hot sauce. Spanish people, their hot sauce is not hot, so I bring my own hot sauce as well. They do sell hot sauce here, but it costs a lot more, so I bring my own little bottle that costs $1 at the dollar store. I use these teas to help me relax and fall asleep. So I bring them, they don't weigh that much, and I haven't found a substitute for them in Spain. If you have a favorite tea, go ahead and bring it, and maybe you'll be able to find an alternative while in Spain, but because they weigh so little, it doesn't really hurt to throw them in your suitcase. I know these are not like the healthiest things to drink because they have artificial sweeteners in them, but I love them and they don't really sell them in Spain, so I bring them over. They don't really weigh hardly anything and they last me a long time. Here's another example of something that they probably actually do have in Spain, but it costs way more. I bought this after Christmas and it was super cheap, like maybe $1 or $2. So I bring it from America and it doesn't expire until like 2 years later, so it's perfect. It's a great game that I play with my friends sometimes at parties.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, those are the foods that I've decided to bring from America this past time, but other things that I have brought in the past are like Jiffy cornbread mix. Yes, you can find all the ingredients and make it yourself, but it's a food that I like to just like throw in the oven and I don't feel like hunting for all the ingredients. I've also brought nutritional yeast. They do sell nutritional yeast here in America, but there's a particular brand that I like, so I bring it. And pickle relish. Yeah, pickle relish is so crazy expensive in Spain that I bring that as well. So I've already stocked up on those things here, and that's why I didn't bring them this last time. All right, so now let's move on and let me show you some things that I bring for my students, because remember, I'm a teacher and I can't help it. I see things that my students would like and I buy it. I'm really fortunate that my job will actually reimburse me for things that I buy for them. So don't get carried away. Don't spend too much money if you're not going to get reimbursed. But here, take a look at my teacher haul. Now, I like to give my students rewards, also known as bribes, for good behavior and, to help them stay on track. And I typically use stickers. I try to buy stickers that have words on them or characters that, the kids are into. I also brought Valentine's Day cards, just some, not a lot. And you can see here there's a great variety, and I know my students pretty well, so I know what kind of things they like. They like that Peppa Pig, that those superheroes, those types of things. And these will last me all year, if not longer, because it's a lot. I also brought some flashcards that I'm actually going to sell to some parents from my school. They've asked me to bring them some flashcards. And poop emojis, of course. Kids like poop emojis. Okay, so these bottles that maintain temperatures for extended amounts of time are all the craze in America right now, but I haven't really seen them in Spain, so I brought these bottles over. They're not super heavy, and they'll make my life a lot more convenient, so I went ahead and shoved those in my suitcase. You definitely need to really think about the different medications that you might need and consider bringing them over. I have really bad allergies, and Zyrtec works really well for me, so I always bring a lot of that, as well as Benadryl, deodorant. Oh my goodness, bring your deodorant. Bring your deodorant. I cannot say that enough. Yeah, no shame in my game. I brought clinical strength. I'd rather use that than smell musty. And Vaseline. This is just my personal favorite brand of Vaseline. If you haven't noticed, I have really big lips, so if they're chapped, it's ugh. And also my favorite type of lipstick, Sangria and Black Cherry. I brought those over. That's just some drugstore brand lipstick. I use certain colors, and it's easier and cheaper for me to buy it in America versus getting it in Spain. I did say medications, but not all medications you need to bring. Of course, they have cough drops, they have ibuprofen, and those things are actually much cheaper here. Some things that other expats like to bring are like Sudafed, NyQuil, Dayquil. Those sorts of things aren't really available in the same version here in Spain. So just do some research and try to figure out if it's something that you really won't be able to just like find another version of in Spain, because like a lot of medications here are actually cheaper than in the US. Before I came to Spain, I did not really do any investigating about technology, and I just want to say straight up that technology in Europe is way more expensive than in America. So if you have a computer and it's having a little bit of issues, might not make it through the whole year, definitely consider go ahead and buying a new computer. Also, as far as cell phones, make sure your cell phone is unlocked and you are able to actually use it. I made that fatal mistake. I did not know anything about phones. I just assumed my phone was gonna somehow work. So do some research, make sure you get all your technology before you come to Spain, as well as adapters, converters, even a transformer if you need it. But do not bring technology like hair dryers, straighteners, curly irons. Don't bring that stuff. You're not going to be able to use it here. It's probably going to break, okay? Just buy your own when you get here. So look at the technology that I brought. Okay, so you can see here I brought my computer. The pink one is actually for use in Europe. The big white one is a converter. You see I've got all my cords in order, my cell phone, and a battery pack. So this is like the minimum that you should bring when you come. Okay, so of course you need to bring clothes. You need to just look at what type of weather Spain has when determining what types of clothes to bring. I personally nowadays don't really bring that many clothes. I just buy clothes in Spain. Maybe if you have like a big, heavy, thick jacket, that you want to bring because you're going to live in the northern part of Spain where it's super cold, yeah, definitely go ahead and bring that. But otherwise, like this dress I bought here in Spain, like clothes are pretty inexpensive. I do bring a lot of shoes because I wear a 9.5 wide, so that's really difficult, if actually impossible. I've never seen wide shoes in Spain. So I bring those. They weigh a lot, but for me it's worth it. I do bring like at least a few mementos from my home to make me feel less homesick, because no matter who you are and why you're leaving your country, you're going to feel homesick sometimes. So for me, okay, this is really ridiculous, but I bring candles. Okay, they weigh a lot, but they remind me of my home. Like this one was cinnamon bun. It smells so good. It reminds me of my house. And I also brought pictures. Pictures don't weigh so much, so that's probably the easier thing to bring. This is my picture of my family. That's something really little that you can bring that will make you feel better about being away from your country. Okay guys, so that's it. That's pretty much what I like to bring. So if you already live in Spain, tell me, what do you bring? Is there anything that you bring that I didn't mention? If you're planning to come and you have any questions about anything, definitely write them down below and I'll answer. Thank you guys so much for watching. Good luck in your trip to Spain or abroad. Bye!